Every person's grief is as individual as their fingerprint. We all grieve differently, in our own way, and there's no right or wrong or normal. Even twins can display their grief in very different ways and at differing and unpredictable times. However, what we do know is your child's grief is most likely going to be different from yours. There are no stages to go through or paths to follow, but there are some very common grief reactions that most children will experience at some point after someone dies. This might be immediately or even several years later due to the way that a child's brain processes experience and emotions, and depending on their stage of development. So while there's no normal way to grieve, we can look at the way a child is grieving and consider if the reactions and behaviours they're displaying are common, expected, or natural. These reactions are covered in videos and booklets in the information and advice section of our website. What people often ask us is if their child's grief is healthy. This is where we ask if your child is continuing to move naturally back and forth between feeling the emotions of their grief, whilst also continuing to manage their daily activities, such as eating, sleeping, going to school and activity clubs, and having fun. If so, then they're likely to be grieving healthily.